Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Thursday night training. Woo, this is a good one. And I have got a special announcement for you at the end. So make sure you watch all the way till the end, and you're not going to want to miss what I'm sharing tonight, because tonight I am talking to you about the 5 steps that will practically guarantee that you start making more money and getting more clients right now. So we are getting close to the end of the year, and a lot of people kind of go into cruise mode or panic mode. If you're looking back at the year and thinking, oh my gosh, this was not such a great year. I didn't get, as many clients as I wanted to, or any clients. I didn't make money in my business, or not as much as I wanted to, or I just want to have a blowout year. Well, these 5 steps are for you, because you know what? The year is not over yet. It is not too late to create a big cash influx in your business, in your life right now. And the thing is, if you start right now with these 5 steps I'm going to share with you, then you are going to set yourself up for a bang, hot, blowout beginning to your 2018 year, or any year in which you're watching this video replay, as it turns out. So don't go on cruise control. Don't, give up yet, because the year is not over. And I've got some steps and also a special announcement that will help you implement these steps before the year is out, and just have an amazing end to your year. So, and actually, you know what? I'm just going to tell you about it right now. What that amazing opportunity is. You may probably already know that I have embarked on a big give-a-thon at the end of the year. And really the reason I'm doing this is in alignment with just wanting to give back more, be able to make a bigger impact, help more people. And frankly, it's kind of a big experiment. And I'm just curious to see how it's all going to turn out. So I really feel like, with the things that are going on in the world in general, there is such a need for people who are heart-centered, who are out there doing good work in the world, who are the light workers of the world, to really step up, claim their leadership role, step into being more visible, so that the people who really want and need the help, whatever it is that they're providing, or the service or the product that makes your life better, that those people can find you. So I am creating a lot, or several anyway, strategies and things to help you do exactly that between now and the end of the year. And the first thing that is coming up, which is all about these 5 steps to practically guaranteeing you're going to get more clients and money right now, is the Make 10K in 10 Days free online challenge that starts on Monday, December 4th, and runs for 10 days. You can join anytime, but I encourage you to join right now so that you don't miss the beginning of the challenge, right? Because it's going to be harder for you to catch up if you join late. But you are welcome to do that, and I've actually got an option where you'll be able to access all of the training after the challenge is over, so that you can keep it forever and implement the steps. So it is free if you are interested in making 10K or thousands of dollars, whatever it is that's within your realm of believability that you can do. And I encourage you to stretch that a little bit. Then just comment with 10K. I will put that up here on the screen. Let's see, I have that here. Comment with, there it goes. Comment with 10K if you haven't already signed up, and you will get the link after this broadcast is over to how to sign up for Make 10K in 10 Days free online challenge, and all the details. So you'll be able to see what's included before you sign up. And there are thousands of dollars of prizes up for grabs, as if making 10K in 10 days wouldn't be good enough in itself. I'm like, why not make it even better? So I've thrown in some awesome prizes. So make sure you comment with 10K if you are interested in doing that. So now let's dive into the steps. Oh, and real quick, before we dive into the steps, if you happen to be seeing this training broadcast on my Facebook profile page or inside the Successful Women Entrepreneurs group, which is, my group, then you have to be on the business page stream in order for me to see your comments and questions. I know it's a little crazy how Facebook is like that, but just click over to my business page real quick right now. The link will be in the post, whatever you're watching, so that you can comment and I can answer your questions and see them. All right, so let's dive in. Step number one. Step number one to make sure that you get more clients and make more money right now is to get really, really, really clear on what it is that you want. So here's the thing. Oops, and let me close that down real quick. Here's the thing is people often don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. And I'm talking about like really knowing, being very, very clear on what you want to create in your personal life, what you want to create in your business. Because from, not even going into the energetic part of it and the manifestation principles at play here, but from a very practical business standpoint, if you don't know what kind of business you want to create for yourself, if you're not really clear on who you're serving and how you want to serve them, then first of all, your messaging and your ability to connect with clients is going to be kind of like wishy-washy, waffly, like your clarity, your lack of clarity. But you're also probably going to end up building a business that isn't what you intended, right? And I've made this mistake, and that's why I can speak about this mistake. When you're not clear about the kind of business you want to create, then you may end up with something different. And I realized this for myself this summer when I was kind of on this track to burnout, really, in my business. And it was kind of a complete meltdown. That was my moment of clarity. And, in hindsight, it was a real blessing because it was really an opportunity for me to reevaluate how I'm doing my business, how I'm showing up, who I'm, not even who I'm serving, but a little bit who I'm serving and how I'm doing that. And where it was out of alignment with what I want for my personal life and like for my family. So you need to be really, really clear on what it is you want to create so that you can do that better. So get really clear on, and I'm looking at my notes here, the kind of business you want to create, who you're serving, and how you want to serve them. Because the how of how you want to serve them has everything to do with what you're going to do in your business to bring in more clients and create more money. So if you're not clear on how you want to serve them, then that's going to be much harder for you to do, like to figure out the methodology. You're going to create a different way of serving them and you're going to go, oh God, that's not what I wanted. That's not supporting the kind of lifestyle I want to have. So that's step number one. If you have any questions about any of these steps, please pop them in the comments. And actually, I want to ask you right now, what is it that you want to create? You can, for your business or for your life. What is something that you want to create right now? Or you can comment with what your bigger vision is for your business and your life. I want to hear some of that from you all who are watching live or on the replay. And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so go ahead and put in your comments right now, and I will come back and answer any questions that you have or respond to those comments. So, and if you don't know who I am, I'll introduce myself real quick. I am Christine Parma, and I help heart-centered entrepreneurs to create wildly successful businesses they love and lives they love even more. And the lives they love even more is a really, really, really important part of it. Because like I was just saying, if your business doesn't support the kind of lifestyle you want to have, then you're going to end up resenting your business or feeling burned out or maybe having a complete and total meltdown like I did. And that's not really what we're going for here. That's not the reason you started your business, right? So I help you take aligned action and to align your business with really what you really want and your soul's purpose and how you want to serve and contribute in the world. So you can find out more about me at christineparma.com. All right, so let's jump into step number 2. And this is so critical. It's communicating your value. Okay, so what do I mean by communicating your value? So communicating your value kind of has a few different parts. Number one is knowing your value. And that kind of ties into, do you believe that you have something valuable to offer, or that whatever it is that you're offering is valuable? If you feel wishy-washy about this, if you're not sure that what you are offering or is of value to people, then it's not going to work, honey. I mean, really, you could have the best marketing copy in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself enough, this is where confidence and mindset comes in. You know, for you to help people and that you actually get people amazing results, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to get clients or make money in your business. That's why I integrate mindset work and spiritual principles into the work that I do with my clients, because you could be doing all the right business things, and if you don't have this piece right, it's not going to work, or it's going to be really, really hard for you, really difficult. So Jenna says, going back to step one, and then I'll come back to step two, that one thing she's strong in is she knows her program is amazing, and once people are in the door, but getting them in the door is her tough spot. Okay, yes, getting them in the door is a tough spot, and I'm going to talk about that in step number 3, the next step. So mindset, yes, Jenna says mindset is important too. So let me wrap up here talking about clearly communicating your value. And actually, Jenna, this has everything to do with getting people in the door. So, you know, kind of part one of clearly communicating your value is knowing your value, being confident in that. Absolutely. And this is a place where a lot of people struggle. You know, especially I see this a lot in direct marketing, because people are maybe not as they believe that the product works. They know it works because they use it themselves and they love it. And they have that piece, but they don't have the confidence piece in telling other people about it, in sharing about it, because they feel like, and I'm not talking every direct marketer, but I see this, and this shows up in other, you know, niches, of course, but they feel like they're intruding or bothering people by sharing about their, you know, product or their, you know, direct marketing opportunity, which is the same as, you know, people bump up against this belief of you're bothering people by sharing about the work that you do and the healing that you can help them get or the results that you can help them get. You are not bothering the people who really need your help when you do it in the right way. So that's the mindset piece. Second part of step 2 is your messaging. Your messaging has to be, you know, really spot on with what your ideal clients want and need, you know, and the problem solution that they are desiring. And if you're not clear on that, you're not going to be clear on the value that you really deliver. You're going to be only maybe clear on one small piece of it and not the part of the value that really matters to your dream clients, which is what gets them to say yes to buy your product or enroll with you. And that kind of segues into the, you know, the third part of step 2, which is your offer. Your offer has to clearly communicate the problem that you solve, the dream solution you offer. That goes back to knowing what it is that your ideal clients want. And I see this so much in the work that I do with people on creating their offers, which is offers are in like all of my programs, because it is so critical. It's such a critical piece. When you are having trouble, you know, getting people to sign up with you or buy your product, it's almost always a problem with your offer. And if it's not a problem with your offer, it's a problem with visibility and marketing, or a combination of the two, and mindset. So there's kind of 3 pieces in there. But if you look at the offer first, because the offer is what you are telling people, you know, how you are telling people about the products or the problems that you solve for people and the results that you get. So your offer has to be spot on. So my question to you is, do you know what your dream clients are really struggling with, or what the problem that they deeply want solved, and the solution that's like their dream solution? Jenna says, any key points of what exactly an offer should include? Oh yes, I've done some other strategies or live stream trainings on offer creation, and actually when you're inside the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge, of course I'm talking about offer creation because it is so critical. It's like if you don't get your offer right, then you're not going to be able to make 10K in 10 days or $1,000 in 10 days, whatever it is for you. So yes, I will be talking about offers. Jenna, I think you're already signed up, so you're good to go. Problem solution in an offer. There's a specific structure. Jenna says, great, awesome. There's a specific structure about how to create your offer and really how to be clear in communicating that I'll be going over in the free online challenge, Make 10K in 10 days. If you're not in, comment with 10, the number 10K, and I'll get the sign up link over to you. So there was one more thing I wanted to talk about in your messaging. Oh, yes. So in your messaging, so here's a tip, Jenna, and everybody else who's watching. Your offer, and this is what I see so many times in working with my clients, my private clients on the offers, is they are offering and solving. Their offer is centered around the problem they think their clients have, not what their dream clients think their problem is. There is a huge difference in that. And this is where one of the places where people really get it wrong. And same goes for the solution part and then the languaging that's used to communicate that. When that is off, when you are saying you solve a problem that your dream clients don't think they have, or they don't really resonate with, or they're not willing to pay to get solved, your offer's dead on arrival. You're not going to get past, you're not even going to be able to sell it for cheap because people they're like, meh, don't really need that. Doesn't really help me. It's not for me. So, and then if you're trying, or you're going to get to that point where people are like, yeah, I'll do it for super cheap, but not for more money. So offers, so important. Sign up for the free challenge. You're going to get a lot of help around your offers for free. So step number 3, I want to go to now. And of course, if you have questions or comments, pop in with those. Number 3, visibility. I summed it up in one word here, visibility. But really, the longer step, or the words for step 3 is get in front of loads of your dream clients, which is all about visibility and marketing. And here, the people get tripped up on visibility all the time because they are afraid to be visible. That comes back a lot to mindset and confidence, or they're overwhelmed by all of the options around how to be visible, how to market yourself, and they kind of do some of this, some of that, do that. They get, a little bit of everything, which leads to very few results, or they get completely overwhelmed by all of the steps that people are saying that you need to do, running Facebook ads and all these different things that, just puts them in a state of paralysis. And so they don't do anything, or they're trying to learn it all for a year before they actually get out there and start helping people and telling people about their work, both of which are big mistakes. So, visibility is really I'll sum it up this way. An effective marketing and visibility strategy is something that excites you to do. Maybe you have a little excited jitters about doing it, or a little bit of fear because you haven't done it before, like live streaming, something like that if you're doing it for the first time. But it's not like a, kind of fear or, oh, I hate doing this and I'm going to make myself do it kind of thing. An effective marketing visibility strategy is something you're excited about doing so that you will actually do it, and you will do it consistently, execute it consistently, and is simple enough for you to be consistent in and do repeatedly with success. That is how I think of a highly effective marketing and visibility strategy. And it just so happens that inside the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge, I'm going to be showing you one of those strategies that you can implement immediately. A simple strategy that's done well is far more powerful than a complicated marketing strategy that you don't do because it's too complicated, or you don't do well because it's too complicated and time-consuming and overwhelming. And a lot of people who are in my audience, in my world, are moms. They have, other jobs, or they're, just, trying to make things work quickly. They don't have much time, and they want simple. And this is exactly the conclusion I came to in my business after the big meltdown. And it has been so much better to just do it simple, right? Simple and effective. So visibility, basically comes down to those things. And, there are so many different options for how to market yourself and get visible. And you need to pick the ones that you can do, that are simple, that are effective, of course. Pick from the effective ones, and that you're excited about doing. And when you do that, you are going to book loads of more clients and make a whole lot more money, because you're actually staying visible consistently, and in a way that connects with your dream clients. So step number 4, let me see see if there are any questions. Okay, step number 4. This is so important. Without this, nothing else happens, is to take consistent, aligned action. Now, this may seem like a simple, kind of like, duh, Christine, kind of step, but you'd be amazed at how many people don't take consistent, aligned action. And this actually ties in with the step I just talked about marketing and visibility. If you have made your marketing and visibility strategy so complicated that you cannot, and overwhelming, that you cannot consistently execute on it, or take action on it, or you are not going to be able to get clients consistently and create the kind of money that you desire. This also has to do with, so much to do with creating a step-by-step repeatable process around, a lot of things you do in your business. But, in this context, specifically around your marketing and visibility strategy, or whatever your client getting strategy is going to be, so that you're not wasting your brain power and time on trying to figure out, what do I do next? What do I do on Monday? What do I do on Tuesday? What do I do on Wednesday? What do I do when I sit down at my desk? Kind of like scratching around, trying to figure out, what am I going to do now? That is a huge time waster, huge energy waster. So when you create processes and a plan for what you're going to be doing for the consistent marketing and visibility and getting clients and making money, then things are a lot easier to do and take that action consistently, and for it to be effective. Taking consistent, aligned action also has to do with and this is where I'm going to go a little woo, is tapping into your intuition and your higher self, your inner knowing, your inner wisdom, whatever you want to call it, on what that next right step is for you. And things may come up, ways for you to get clients or make money or market your business in ways that you never imagined. And one thing I firmly believe, because I have seen it play out in my life so many times, is that what we imagine is possible, and the way to get what we want is like in this little box. And if you think about it, it just makes logical sense. You can't perceive opportunities to create more money in your life, get more clients, grow your business, whatever it is, have more happiness, whatever it is you want, that is outside of your, let's say, realm of knowing, your perspective, until you kind of open it up on an energetic level and ask for the way to be shown. And you will be amazed at what comes up. But here is also where the people who tend to, or want to kind of just manifest it from an energetic level, go wrong. Because yes, you have to bring the energy to create, or it's a lot easier to create what you want when you are bringing the energy to it. But you have to bring that energy into from the ethers and the realm into the physical plane through aligned action. And if you're in business for yourself, you can think about getting clients all you want and making money in your business all you want. But if you are not taking practical steps to make that happen make it happen in a way that is aligned with what you want to create, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Truth there. So question to you is, what is, and this is, I'll actually do a different question than I was thinking. And this is how a way to know sometimes when you really tap, well, it is a way to know, and when you're tapped in with your intuition to know what is really the next right step for you. It's the thing, and the thing that will grow your business the most and get you clients and help you make money is the thing that you have been resisting. The thing that scares you a little bit. The calling somebody up, starting to do Facebook live streams, posting on social media about your business opportunity or your product. These things that we go, you have a feeling that you need to do it. You know that you need to do it, and you're scared to do it. That is the next right aligned action for you to build your business and get more clients and make more money almost 100% of the time. So if you were thinking from that place, what has been on my mind to do? What has been showing up in my world over and over? People keep talking about it, or I see people posting about it, and I kind of have this feeling I need to do it, but I'm a little scared. What is that thing for you? What's that aligned action? Post it in the comments below. When you declare it, you kind of clear out the fear around it a lot. Okay? So declare it. Give you a perfect example. Live streams. I think if you've watched my live streams, you've heard me talk about this before. I put off doing live streams for a whole year. For all of 2016, I was going to start on Periscope. So this is actually before Facebook Live really took over. And I put it off and put it off and put it off because I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough to talk about, that I wouldn't know what to say, that I'd be kind of fumbling and bumbling. And I put it off for a whole year. And in January of this year, of 2017, I was like, screw it, screw it. I don't care anymore. I am like so done with myself and like putting myself out there. And I kind of threw down the gauntlet on myself and created and held a challenge in 9 days. Marketed it, started it within a 9-day period, kind of as my shove out of the nest for myself in order to become more visible. And I had a couple hundred people in that challenge, which I'd never done it before, was kind of just acting on divine intuition and being kind of sick of myself for procrastinating about doing it. And it was amazing. So what is your next aligned action that you know you need to be taking? Just comment below. Oh, and if you're liking this live stream, if you're getting value from this live stream, please share it. I would be so grateful if you did. I want to reach as many people as possible and help as many people as possible make money in their businesses, because the world is not served when you are struggling in your business, when it's something that you love doing, because I truly, truly believe that we are all meant to serve certain people in our lives and help heal the world and help people. And if you're struggling and not able to stay in business, then you can't make that impact that you're meant to make, that really big impact. So I would so appreciate it if you would share this video or any other videos that I do or anything else I do that you love and you resonate with and want people to know about. So number 5, that's where we are. Step number 5, we are on magnify your results. So if you have done steps 1 through 4, you're in a pretty good place. Now's the time to magnify your results with the right mindset, being in the right environment, surrounding yourself in a supportive community and with people who are like-minded and support you in the work that you're doing, not only from an energetic standpoint, but from in a collective conscious standpoint, but from a practical standpoint. People who you can reach out to when you are launching your signature program or creating a free challenge and say, hey, would you mind sharing this with your audience? Would you help? You have cheerleaders in your corner, because frankly, being an online entrepreneur can be kind of lonely, right? I mean, you can see me, I'm sitting in my office, my home office here by myself, and a lot of you are doing the same thing. And some of you are surrounded by, family members, maybe a spouse or other family members who don't get what you do. They don't get why you want to do it. why you're bothering to create your business. I've even had clients who, their husband said, nobody's going to pay to work with you. Nobody's ever going to pay you to do, to work with you and do that thing. Oh my God. If you don't have support at home, you need to find it. And, my online Facebook group, Successful Women Entrepreneurs, is one way to do that. Free and paid programs I have been a part of. Oh my gosh. They've been such a source of support, accountability, encouragement. I've met the most awesome people in them. Find your community to help you magnify the results that you want to get, whether it's getting more clients, making more money, having a bigger impact, or just simply creating more joy and happiness in your life and living in alignment with your soul's purpose. Whatever it is for you, find your community. Also, from a very practical standpoint, when you do this, when you, join together with community or you gather together, this is why programs, when done right, are so effective, especially live programs, whether it's a live event or a live group program or a retreat or VIP day or something, because when people are gathered together for a common purpose, and whether it's like, in the Make 10K in 10 days, it's for you to create thousands of dollars in your business, in your pocket in 10 days, and then going forward too, because it's a repeatable process. When you are gathered together in common purpose, even though it's, kind of for yourself, there is an energetic magnification that goes on, not just from a, cheerleading, feel good part, but also really talking about universal energy. In the, Bible and spiritual texts, there are all kinds of quotes and confirmations that, where two or more are gathered in the divine God's name, however you want to call that source that is more than what we are, that your power to create is magnified. And I 100% believe it. Now, from a practical standpoint, you also magnify your results by revising them, reviewing them, revising them, getting better at them, creating systems and processes also around those, say, marketing and visibility strategies or business processes that you're doing. You get more time and effort leverage, and you end up getting more clients and making more money. So what do you think? What do you think about what your next step is for getting more clients and making more money in your business right now? What hit for you during this live stream? I would love it if you shared in the comments. I'm hoping you got at least one aha or moment of clarity out of this live stream, because really it isn't more complicated than this. Yes, there are the practical business strategies, which I'll be teaching you one or two inside of the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge. There are the mindset and spiritual principles, which you're also going to get a taste of inside the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge. But it's not more complicated than this to make more money and get more clients right now, starting right now. So if I can support you in any way, would be thrilled to do that. I am more than happy to do that. I've decided on several things I'm going to be doing between now and the end of the year that are free, 100% free, and is kind of like a part of this give-a-thon that I've decided to do. And it's part of almost a little bit part energetic experiment, and just wanting to give back to the community that has supported me and encouraged me all year long. And, beyond that even, I am so grateful and thankful for that. And I'm really in a pretty blessed place in my life. So when I, got this intuition to do this, it was super exciting to me. And when you're excited about something, I really believe that's a sure sign that you should be doing it. So, and then it's just about figuring out how you're going to do it, right? So please join the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge. If it resonates for you, again, just comment with 10K in the comments below this video if you're not yet signed up, and I will make sure you get the link and the details on how to do that. You can also win thousands of dollars in prizes when you take part in the Make 10K in 10 Days challenge. So thank you Thank you for being on this live stream. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being a part of my world and for supporting me and my mission to put more money in the hands of empowered women, especially, and people in general who are out there doing really good work in the world, in my own way. I'm doing it in my own way and how I support you in doing that. And I'm very, very grateful for it. So that is all for tonight. I wish you so much abundance and so many blessings in your life, more than your heart can ever hold. And until I see you in the next live stream or inside the Successful Women Entrepreneurs group or inside the challenge that starts on Monday, many, many blessings. Take care.